but we'll make it very quick, just in case the powers start acting funny and I end up having to hurry up and complete the reading. All of the information is going to be posted down below. And what I might do is, if my power does go out and I lose internet, I may still post the urgent message from your future self on the community tab. Okay, so that's just as an FYI before I get started. So this way, you know, we can be very flexible with tonight's pick a card. So, those of you that are welcome, those of you that are new, welcome to our love nest. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. We're going to be taking a look to see what urgent message your future self has for you, okay, and what the outcome would be in regards to this message. And we're going to do 3 piles. So you're going to have to answer this call. Only take what resonates, because I'm going to try to be very specific, and I'm going to tap in as detailed as possible as our spirit guides will allow our collective to do. Is there anything else I want to say? Shout out to all y'all in the comment sections. What's up, Carissa? I hope you guys are safe. And if you are in the state of Texas, that you are not heavily affected from any weather issues that we are currently going through. What's up, Kelly? So, I'm going to have some emojis after I upload it. I'm going to have some color emoji phones that you can choose from for tonight's pick-a-pile. What's up, Courtney? Hi, Tara. T. Miss Brown. I'm going to call you Miss Brown. I was not about to butcher your name like that at all. You had an awesome day. Wonderful, wonderful. I'm super glad to hear that. So I'm going to let you guys pick the color. So those of you that are in the live, we're going to have 3 piles. Pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. But we're going to use our imagination. So if you're in the live and let's say you want to pick pile 2, I'm going to ask you, pile 2, when I get to you, what color do you want your telephone to be? Right? If you were going to pick up a phone, which color phone would you pick up? So between 1 to 3, pick your number. So either you are choosing pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. Once you pick your number, and once I see that at least someone has picked each number, then I'll move on to the color. So far, I see 3s, I see 2s. All right, and I see 1. Jason coming through with the 1 real quick. No hesitation, no limitation. I think I said it wrong. What's up, Aseka? Asika? Asika. It sounded kind of like Masika. Thank you, girlfriend. Thank you so much. I genuinely love what I do. So I am so grateful that that these messages be resonating, because I be speaking from the heart, from my soul. Okay, good. So if you chose pile 1, pick a color telephone. This is your favorite card? This is my favorite card too. This is where it all started. This is where it started for me. If you was on my TikTok, you already know I was with the glow in the dark before it was a thing, okay? Before other people jumped on the trend. pile 1. Like, put your number and your color, because you should have picked the number 1, 2, 3. So what's your favorite number? 1, 2, or 3? If you're just coming in, hey love. And after you select your number, then attach your color. If you were gonna answer a phone, what phone will you answer? Okay, Jason. Jason said green pile 1. Okay, so the color for pile 1 is gonna be green. So think of this like your combination code. So each color, each number, and each symbol will have some type of message for you. So they may not all resonate. They may be pieces of one whole message. But in the end, if you are drawn to different color, number, or image, just know that there may be a message in there for you. So pile 1 is going to be green. I think Jason picked the color for pile 1. And pile 2. Ooh, I like that. Azul. Okay. I think he said pile 1 is green. Yeah, he did. All right, Jason. So I got this written down. Pile 1 is green. Okay, pile 2. Go ahead and pick pile 2. What color? Pile 2. Laura. Hold on. I don't want to. Laura says blue. All right, so pile 2 is blue. All right, pile 3. Pile 3. Oh, the first thing I saw was pink. I don't know who said it. Oh, no, that's no number attached to it. We already have blue. Pile 3. Grand Rising and Ghetto Angel. Pile 3, purple. Okay. Pile 3, Seg. Get out of here with that purple, with that pink. Give me purple. Psychic power. Is that what y'all saying, pile 3? Okay. Pile 1. Can you please pick a emoji for me? Any emoji. Pile 1. Whoever drops the first emoji. When I call on your pile, that's what I'm gonna see. The first one I see, you gotta put the pile number and then the color. The number and then the emoji. Or Shay said one sun. I see you, girl. Okay. One sun. Okay. Pile 2. Drop your number. When you drop your emoji, drop the number. So pile 2. Pick an emoji. Laura said, I'm taking this. So Laura for the win. She said a blue heart. I mean, she came ready. Laura's tapped in. She said 2, blue heart with the blue color. Don't play with me. All right, pile 3. Dang, Aiken catches on really quick. Safani. If I said it wrong, I'm so sorry. But she said a rainbow. So pile 3, you got the rainbow. Okay, you're gonna taste the rainbow. Head ass. Okay, let's be for real. Because these are urgent messages from you, from yourself, your future self. Stephanie, her name is Stephanie. Okay, I get it. I get it now. Girl, I was off. At least I came through with extra emojis. I like that. What is that, a bird? That has to be an Android. I ain't never seen those emojis in my life. If wherever you got that from, you need to tell me because those are cute. And I feel like I don't see that on the Apple phone. And I think they be holding back on the good emojis. Because are those, is that a gun? Is that a dog with a gun? I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know what I'm looking at. Okay, so pile one. Pile one with the green sun. Come on. Becky with the good hair. It's from YouTube. Oh, wow. I'm off. Clarissa said I said the same thing. Show me what aisle you went down so I can pick those emojis. Y'all fancy. Looks like a hammer. I thought I saw a gun. I was saying, that's a rifle. You know the dog? What's that cartoon where like the little dog is on top of the house? What's the name of that cartoon? You were too young to know about that cartoon. What's the name of that cartoon where the dog has the friend that talks really slow? Snoopy. Yes, Jason. Jason with the wind. Snoopy. That dog looked like Snoopy to me with a gun. That's how that looked. Did anybody used to watch Snoopy? Yes, Peanuts. Oh my goodness. Nostalgic. Nostalgia. So I am channeling pile one. I am channeling right now. So that cartoon may be a confirmation. I feel like your future self is giving you hints and clues of who, so you can resonate. This is urgent messages from your future self. So something about Snoopy, nostalgia, the good days. So either maybe you're reminiscing on a holiday. Something may happen on an actual physical holiday. You could be at, I hope not a funeral. Oh, man. I have to say it because I see it. I see some people gathering for a holiday, an event for a holiday, and I see some people gathering for a funeral, and they're talking about back in the day. Okay, so there could be nostalgia in regards to something, and there's conversations about cartoons, and there's like people around, and they're like, what's the name of this cartoon? What's the name of that? Like they're recalling information. I'm also hearing a reunion. It's a lot of people here. Somebody is very important. Somebody very important. I will remember you, and you will remember me. Don't let this love pass me by. Y'all, I promise you, I'm going to bow my head in condolence. This may not even be somebody personally related to you, but it feels like a major. It feels like there's certain major events. Like, for example, this popped up into my head out of nowhere. When Whitney Houston passed away, my dad had said, he was like, well, that must means I'm next. And then we was like, don't say that. He was like, when The day an earth angel like Whitney Houston leaves this planet, I'm definitely, that's my call. That's what he said. That's my call. That's how I know it's my turn. Now, I don't know how much of accuracy or if my dad had the gift of premonition, but what I know is he was right. He died shortly after Whitney Houston, and he predicted his own ending. So he kind of like, but I feel like somebody is really loved. So that may be like a synchronicity where somebody famous may pass away a little before someone else. Okay. And it feels like it's not a mourning situation. It's kind of like a celebration of life. Okay, so let's see. Let's continue. Let's pull the cards now. I done channeled long enough. All right. Urgent message for pile 1. Those of you that chose pile 1, the color green, and the sun emoji. This is your urgent message from your future self. I told you the Two of Wands is reflecting on a choice, on life choices. There's stars here. Okay, someone is reflecting on life choices. Someone is reflecting on something. So this is an urgent message from your future self because you know how I was kind of getting a celebration and a funeral, like an ending all at the same time, and it was kind of hard to see if it was solely like an actual funeral or actual party. Okay? So both feelings were combined together at the same time with the Two of Wands. So you may be at a function that's celebrating another accomplishment from young to old. This could be a graduation. Okay. This could be walking someone walk across the stage. This could be someone graduating or someone getting married. There's an accomplishment from young to old. And then looking back, but it being like bittersweet with the King of Wands in reverse. Because someone here, there's a feeling of death and funeral because someone feels like they got the shorter end of the stick. Someone feels as if they're actually dying on the inside, right? Because something about this feels like no longer having access or no longer being able to like come together and celebrate together. So there could be a divide. Okay, part 1. In regards to a person, and somebody may be pulling on heartstrings, you know, when you walk into the room and you're like, oh my God, it's about to be an elephant in the room because that person's about to be super sad, you know, because they're not invited to the barbecue. That's the type of energy that I'm seeing here, Power One. It's where it's one of those things where whoever this person is, your future self is saying, don't let this person emotionally get away with the reality of their situation. They lied, they were deceitful, they have a past with the King of Wands in reverse. They're untrustworthy. And if you aren't careful and you don't watch your back, this person will definitely try to flip the script on you. Give me that wand, you take my short end of the stick, and we're going to flip this around and make it work for the both of us. So your future self is saying, like once an enemy, always an enemy. Even if you give someone an olive branch or you give someone a chance to or opportunity, let's say, to work together. You know, the Two of Wands is about the spirit of camaraderie, right? The spirit of of any initiative thinking that propels you forward. What your future is saying is that this initiative will propel you backwards. This initiative would be something that you would have to start all over again, from the very beginning of these cycles and patterns that you've broken. So this is why your future self is saying, hey, 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 I know you're hearing all those sad songs and you are, mourning the loss of a relationship. Don't forget where you came from. Don't forget how far you've come, because this is saying that a lot of you with the Two of Wands, though you may not be where you completely want to be, it's better than where you came from, or it's better than what you started with. Okay. It's like your future self is saying, urgent message, Earth 2 Power 1 with the green color and the sun. Once a snake, always a snake. Don't get comfortable. That's what your future self is saying. Because someone has the ability to, like, when you put your guards up, they know how to pull your guards down. They know how to finesse. The King of Wands is very finessable, right? They'll catch you on a bad day. And for those of y'all that may be feeling like, you have your good days and your bad days, this is someone that's going to come in and they're going to be like, you won't even notice. Like, let me just put it at the tip. Like, this is somebody that would come into your situation or your life, and they will be like, just let me lay on top of you. Like, just let me lay next to you. And you will ask yourself, in come morning time, how did you go from, let me just sit next to you. Let me just, lay beside you. How you get in this position? Who putting you upside? Some of y'all, your future self is saying, you knew you was fucked up the moment you let this person walk through the door. Okay? Because this is someone standing at the entryway, singing sad love songs with the boombox. Okay? After they done went with Becky with the good hair. After they done did some things. Okay? That's what I'm seeing here. For some of y'all, your future self is letting me know everything. Okay? Because I see someone saying, like, I don't even want to do that. Or I'm not even trying to, like, go all the way. What? How you not trying to do any of that? That this is cap. You see the 7 of Swords? 3 of Wands. This is exactly what somebody is waiting for. They're either going to wait. People, when you go to weddings, celebrations of life, major birthdays, or events like the funeral, these are major events that creates for reconciliation. Okay? And then you'll be trying to wait to find out if the sun approves of those messages that you put down last night, those records that you dropped last night. You won't be able to hide. You can't. Your whole spiritual team gonna be watching you like, look at this shit. Look at this shit. They acting like we can't see them. We can't see these two people here playing like they're not trying to wiggle their big toe back into the same, back into the same situation all over again. Your spiritual team would say, y'all are not playing. Y'all not finessing nobody. They know y'all. Let's clear the energy. Let's keep going. Messages from your future self. How do you get the sun after choosing the sun as the emoji? How do you get something like that? That's confirmation. Okay, I'm talking to you specifically, whoever is resonating with that sun. If you were drawn to the sun and you ain't watching this yet, or you're already here, talking to you. Okay. Look at this. The Lovers in reverse, and it's a waste of your time. Something is a waste of your time. And your future self is saying it was a waste of your time. You have the Two of Wands. You're still walking away from a situation feeling like you don't know why you chose this person. You don't know why you chose to invest in this person. And the loop was definitely trying to play with you. The time of year, how much time and investment, and the morning of, by the morning, by the next day, y'all looking at each other like, how did we get here? How did you get here? You not supposed to be here. Yeah, but you keep trying and you keep saying it's the last time. My heart says no, no. I'm not supposed to love you. Not supposed to do it, but you're doing it. Okay, your future self said you definitely did it and you definitely felt like you could have done better or that you should have known better. Once a snake, always a snake. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Once an asshole, always an asshole. There's something about reflecting on the past leading to an even bigger regret. Okay. The most important question of this evening is going to be, are you allowed to change this event, or is this a major event that has to play out on your life journey? Right? Who doesn't want to know? Can I change this? Like, can I? The Two of Swords. Ooh. Rose-colored glasses got you in a chokehold, huh? Must be love on the brain. Got me feeling this way. So, when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, then and only then will this cycle or this loop ever change with this person. You are in a Ten of Swords position. Every time you let this person into your doors, every time you like to play into the chords of this emotional, this emotional violin chord that you share with this person, like clockwork, you will repeat this loop and repeat it until you actually can see what the sun has been trying to illuminate for you, what the sun has been trying to show you, has been trying to teach you about your self-worth. The Ace of Cups is saying that even when someone tells you that you deserve better, you're afraid that this is the best that you can do. You're afraid that what if this, you always get to that point of asking yourself, what if this is something I'm supposed to work on? What if this is something I'm supposed to do with this person? What if you start to become Delulu? You start to cast that self-doubt over yourself. So you're betraying yourself. So when you get sick and tired of being betrayed by yourself, you will change it. But until not a moment sooner and not a second later. That is your jurisdiction. In the event, right? So yes, it is a possibility for you to change it, but you're the only person that can change it. So, I mean, on the upside, right? If we're looking at things from the bright side, the power is in your hands. And it's only when you are in control of exercising that self-worth and that self-power, that is the only time your circumstances will also transform. Until then, stay in your struggle. Enjoy your struggle, because sometimes sipping on the Lulu Kool-Aid could be real comfortable. So I mean, if you're gonna be down there, enjoy it. I'll never forget. My granddad said to me, I don't care if you want to be the trash lady. Make sure you're the best trash lady that ever existed. I don't care if you want to be a stripper. Make sure you're the best stripper that ever existed. My grandfather told me this shit. And what I gathered from that entire conversation is, no matter what you wear, no matter what you go through, you get to determine how good or how bad it's really going to be or get for you. You feel what I'm saying? So The truth may hurt, but truth is liberating. And when you are liberated with your own truth, your own realization, that's where your real power resides. And don't let nobody tell you that different. Okay? So let's wrap this up for pile 1. So let's see, what would be the hardest part? What would be the hardest part about claiming your power in this situation for pile 1? Okay, with the green, is it the green heart? No, the green color and the sun. Ooh, the hardest part is gonna be not being under someone's spell, not being hypnotized. The hardest part is going to be, it's one thing to be in hell, right? And you repeat a loop over and over again and not know that you're on a loop. But it's 10 times worse to be up in hell doing the same shit over and over and over again, and you wide awake and you wide open. Like, that's another type of hell. Okay? And so the most challenging part is going to be that you know what you're doing. You know you're on the loop. You know you're under, you know you are casting this over yourself, and you ain't got no one to blame. So that's going to be the challenge, because you're going to lose out on so much time. You're going to look back on your life and you're going to be like, fuck, I spent majority of my life knowing I was doing wrong and continue doing it. It's what you feel when you get to that, when you get to 70. It's what you feel when you in the position where you got no more time left. You heading towards your funeral, your own funeral. Let's get the outcome. Yes, this person, going on this loop with this person leaves you disappointed, right? You pretty much sign up for a lifetime of karma of being disappointed, not only by that person. When you try to leave that person, the karma is even harder for you, pile 1, because karma is saying, I kept telling you over and over and over and over again. So y'all remember that part on, what was it? Dang, it was a TV show, American Gods, right? Y'all remember when the person, like when everybody was going to go cross over, right? And you had one person that was bringing all their money, and it was like, oh yeah, I was prepared for when I die. I'm going to pay for my rite of passage. I'm going to pay for me to get past that death angel, right? When it comes time for me, my heart to be judged. This is saying that you die with a heavy heart. Okay, you reach a point where your heart is so heavy. When you reach the scales of my heart, you over there looking like, I can't get over it. I can't let it go. Because you're not mad at no one else. You're mad at yourself, which is worse than being mad at someone else, is to go on the rest of your days disappointed with yourself. So there does come a point of reckoning, but your future self is also, again, reflecting on how you could have changed it, right? Like, your future self is never going to forget the day that it said to itself, I remember that day I had this conversation. I was there. I remember when I became aware. I remember when I woke up. And I still your future self is going to be still stuck on that loop, trying to figure out how you didn't choose better. You know, so here's how bad it gets. On one loop of life, it's a loop of knowing that you're choosing this for yourself. The second loop is to be stuck on an even deeper loop of being mad at yourself, of being aware of yourself. It's like a loop on top of a loop. And it's one that becomes like a spiral. It doesn't stop. And then after you reckon with the fact that I forgive myself, then the next loop happens again. And it goes deeper and deeper and deeper until you hit a point where the next time you incarnate in life, you would have went through that washing cycle so many times to the point where people are going to consider you the devil. In full form, going to consider you the devil. You know why? Because when you incarnate, you're going to be so ruthless to the point where you cut people down with the truth so much so fast, and it's going to be ingrained and imprinted on your subconscious, remembering from your past life of how you let people try you. And you're going to probably incarnate as an Aries, or someone that's to a point where you don't care if you have to cut someone down. You ain't never gonna let them. You're gonna be one of those type of people that come back and you like, I ain't never letting nobody ever try me. I'll kill a nigga first. That's how you're gonna be acting. And you're gonna, in this lifetime, you may be saying, I can't believe how people get to that point. How they get to that point is because they was just like you, and then they reincarnated, and now they have a zero tolerance for anything. So these little demons walking on earth are only a reincarnation of what you're not receiving, what you're not perceiving while you're alive. And it don't have to be you. You can be being forewarned by your spiritual team of how when you see that person that you can't stand, that's the route you going in. And you may not have to endure it in this lifetime, but that's going to be you in the next 3. This is how that shit work. So your future self is saying, some way, somehow, it's ingrained in you, it's imprinted on you, and you just never thought you would be like that. But it all stemmed from you ignoring your higher self, you ignoring. See, karma is a bitch for real. I love you, karma, but it's really a real statement. It's nothing to play with. So like I said, you do make a decision, but you do make it late. The more you're aware of it, the more you're adding on to your life sentence, your consecutive life sentences in multiple lifetimes. All right, Spirit, I clear the energy from pile 1, the green color with the yellow sun. All right, y'all ready? I'm ready. Oh, it's my pleasure. Those of you that resonated with Powell, if you chose the sun, or you chose the color green, or you chose the number 1, let me know in the chat or in the comment section, what emojis your combinations were. It's always saving me from the BS. Your spiritual team does not play about you. Like, we do this from the soul. My soul know your soul. And so, like, in every lifetime, I promise to be doing this. Right? We've met before. What's up, Coco? We go way back, like 2 flats on a Cadillac. Put that on my mama. So if I look good, you finna look good. Okay? And that's why I incarnated as a Taurus. I knew what I was doing. She always knows. She never not knows. Pile 2. You ready for me, Pile 2? So if you chose the number 2, Pile 2 is yours. If you chose the blue heart, the color blue, and the blue heart, okay? This is a special combination. Pile 2 said they wanted to be special. They chose the number 2, the color blue, and then add a little extra sweetener and made it a blue heart. Just in case you didn't catch the first time, then the second time it would be like to catch the rebound. Something about rebound is significant. Some of y'all are trying to get over somebody that picked you as a rebound. Your future self. Savek. Pile 2. There's some rebound. So your future self is strategic. Your future self is like you are sifting through your archives with a fine-tooth comb. Like, yes, you cleaning out your house, your closet, you going back and you're like, I'm gonna go back, I'm finna change time. You finna go back and change time. You doing things differently. Yeah, some of y'all genuinely like y'all be teleporting at night. Y'all be traveling your astral body. Your future self, sit your ass down. Your future self is over here. Pow 2. Hold on. Knock 3 times on the window if you want me. Or twice on the bike if the answer is no. Bring, bring. Something to do. Pow 2. Pow 2. Your future self is a little tricky. Your future self leaves Blue's Clues for yourself. Your future self is traveling a lot. But you are, like I said, you're my pal that would have life insurance. You're my pal that will assure the first plan goes a certain way by making sure the plan B supports plan A. Y'all are not the ones to give up. My pile 2s, 3 blues with the blue heart. Y'all don't give up. And so the only plan you're ever really in pursuit of and that you're still in pursuit of in the future is the one where you come out on top. Is the one where your plan A, your initial plan is yeah, it's all into fruition. Cause I heard what did I hear? Oh my God. Like there is no getting out of something. Like there is no second option. There is nobody after me. So even if somebody gets with another person, they would be just a rebound because you're the HBIC, okay? You guys are the head honchos. There's only one of you. And so in case someone don't understand that there is no rebound, there is no getting over you to go to someone else and move on with your life. There's not a such thing as that. The plan B is created to make sure that plan A goes as it's supposed to. So you're already several clicks ahead. Like you already know the future. You already seen the future. You already know the path of least resistance. Pile 2, who are y'all? 144. Who are y'all? You probably know how to pick all the flights, to get the deals. You probably just miracles just be happening for you. All things are working for my good. Y'all are cheaters. Let me tell you how y'all cheaters. Oh yeah, he's intentional, never failing. Yes, let me tell you, y'all are my devout. Okay, Hebrew Israelites, whatever they call you, the stars. Y'all like to do like I said, if you are married or this is your kingdom spouse or your person or anything like that, there is no going in the opposite direction because you gonna pray to God. You gonna have a conversation with God and say, hey God, this person is up to something and I don't know what they're up to. They're working on something. And so you finna be in the kitchen singing. Y'all are my prayer warriors. All things are working for my good. Okay. He's intentional. God, please remove this Jezebel spirit up off my person. Remove the stronghold Unbind my person. Bring my person home to me, good God. You told me nothing that I couldn't want, I couldn't have, good God. And good God, make sure you put a little razzle dazzle and sprinkle on top for me so I can feel better. Bring them back, God. Bring his ass back. He's lost it. They've lost it. She's lost it. I'm telling you. And you stand on business. You mean what you say. When you say, because as far as you're concerned, you are a messenger of the Lord. You are a chosen 144. Y'all holding pound 2 down with the quickness. Y'all like, yeah, we here. We here. Put some respect on my name. I'm chosen. Yeah, okay. Y'all the biggest cult there ever was. The 144. Oh, not y'all. Y'all created the system. I got royalty inside my DNA. Okay. Okay. And still you rise because you stay resurrected. Y'all ass die every day and wake up a whole new person. I understand. I know who you are. I know exactly who y'all are. I know y'all. See this? The high priestess. Real recognize real. All right. Look at that. What I told you. High priestess and the devil. This is your dimension. Y'all are dominion. That's what they call it, right? You have dominion over this realm. Okay. Y'all have dominion. This y'all realm. We get it. We get it. Brother and sister. Okay? Brother Adams and sister Eves. All right. Let's see. Your future self. What shit you up to now? Since your future self had to give me a proper introduction. Your future self sent over this message with a cover letter, with a cover sheet. Okay? When you see me, you better talk to you with some respect, okay? Or you ain't gonna want to talk to me no more. So y'all like to get upset. Y'all like to chastise people. That's that shit I be talking about. That's how you know you be tapped in, when the personality, your origin, it comes through. Even if you don't know who you are right now, you might be like, you know what? I don't even know what the hell she's talking about. Your future self has gotten it all figured out. Your future self has had that activation already of, you done had your activations, you know who you are. On top of knowing who you are actively co-creating with the universe. On top of that, you have actually chosen which house you're a part of. Some of y'all have chosen to be, Christians with a twist of spirituality. Some of y'all have chosen to be Muslim, Islamic. Y'all have, namastes out here. I'm seeing all of y'all. But y'all are all still a part of the same tribe. Y'all are still a part of the same consciousness. And so your future selves, y'all walk with a certain type of dignity. You're dignitored. So can't nobody tell y'all nothing. And so you see me shuffling these cards like this because your future self is being an ass. Okay. Your future self feels as if your future self is really serious right now. I guess you got it. So your future self is at a point where your future self don't play with your fleshly self. So whatever consciousness that you're on, your future self is at a high level of consciousness. And so your future self is like requiring that everything be taken seriously. Like serious, dot your I's, cross your T's. This is a mission. We are on a mission. Your future self is very dependable. Okay, very serious. So don't your future self is busy. If your future self don't really have time for love and relationships, a little cranky, you know, especially when the love part is off. All right. What urgent message do you have for Power 2? Damn. The Empress in reverse. If this is you and the Empress in reverse energy, or this is somebody that you're dealing with, somebody that you may be involved with in the future makes you feel unsure of yourself or makes you feel insecure with the Strength card. Yes, there's someone in your future that is always in a power struggle with you. There's something about taming the Empress and being unable to tame an Empress, but also feeling this pressure of, there's something about you being with someone that's very strong, they're very powerful, they're just like you, but at the same time, they are unpredictable. And since they're so unpredictable, it makes you feel like unsure of what that person may say or do. And so you watch them very closely on social media. You're always trying to clear up things about this person. Like you're trying to clean this person up. You're trying to, you could be trying to clean someone up. But let's say that you are in a very religious faith, or you have certain practice of wearing a hijab or something like that. You may be trying to reassure someone's confidence because they are existing in a way that kind of goes against their rebellious nature. And I feel like you're trying to make someone feel confident, but at the same time, they could be very intimidating when this person feels as if you're trying to change them or get them to conform. You're pretty much either this is you or you're dealing with someone that's a nonconformist. Okay? And that person is tempting to touch because you want this person. But something about the customs here is saying that you need this person to submit or to surrender to certain customs or certain expectations in regards to how their image, how they represent you or something like that. You need them to kind of conform to a degree in order for them to pretty much be to be your equal counterpart or worthy, right? You need them to mature. You want them to mature and grow up. You feel there are certain things about them that can be brushed up or fixed. I don't think it has something to do with their look per se, but rather how they are on the inside. You feel as if sit in certain politician rooms or talk about reform or how sure what might come out of their mouth. Okay. So there's something about this person or someone being concerned if someone is equipped or will they be able to rise to the occasion of being some type of empress. This could be you and you're asking yourself, what type of wife do you want to be or what type of leader do you want to be in certain areas? Like, what your image is. There's something about you wish someone would watch their mouth so it doesn't like create bad publicity to a degree. Turn it down, sir. Sorry. Yeah, because I feel like it's very serious here. Like I told you, there's something about a serious touch. Okay. There is something about your public reputation in the rooms that you go into, the festivals, the gatherings, the fellowships, you know, the friends that you have, the social groups that you have. There's something about, it's very urgent because you want to invite this person. So about the next 3 months could be very significant. You may want to invite this person to a party, or invite them to a fellowship, or invite them to some place where you work and perform, or you plan on working an event, or you plan on working some type of fellowship, or talking, or performing somewhere, and you would like to invite someone, or you would like to celebrate with this person and introduce them to certain people. But I do feel as if your future self is asking oneself if this person would be able to coexist, mingle with this caliber of people, or with this social group. Okay? You know, do they kind of fit in your social group? You know what I'm saying? And that's what I see here, you know, because I do feel as if for some of you, this is the type of stuff where it's like, until you guys have met family, or, you know, met certain friends and things like that, you can't really entertain a more intimate, deeper type of relationship. Some of you guys, your future self is waiting until marriage, or waiting until they get the approval from, you know, their cultures, their societies, or whatever, in order to, it's giving very, like, you don't have to be Martin Luther King, but it's giving me like Coretta Scott or something. Like, it's giving Martin Luther King, it's giving Malcolm X and whoever his wife was. It's giving someone pretty much being accepted socially into certain environments, and like not being able to date or court or move further until those types of rites of passage have been earned. You know what I'm saying? So your future self is pretty much saying to you, like asking you to research all the facts about a thing. It's also asking you, your future self is saying, pay attention to these groups and social groups that you're in, because with the Page of Swords in reverse, this is telling me that your future self is concerned that somebody may get cussed out. Okay. And your future self is saying, you know that you're around a lot of snakes. You know that not everybody is on the right path, but you go to these places because you are on a mission, and you ignore the distractions, and you're doing your mission. And so your future self is contemplating on if you want to bring somebody to a party or an event, or if it's best to like keep something separate. But I think part of you wants to invite this because you want the King and Queen of Cups. You want to be with this person. There's somebody that you want to be with. You want them to meet your family, your sister, your mama, your uncle, and you may be wondering how other people are going to receive them. You see what I'm saying? And also there's something about your religion, your faith. It could be Hebrew, Jewish. You could have something Muslim or something like that. And there's certain things that are done as a custom or a culture, and there could be three significant people to you that you want to introduce to a very important person in your life. You could be introducing someone to your mom, something like that. Okay, so your future self is saying that this is very important. Okay, it's very important that you understand that somebody may not ever accept somebody that you love. This could be a baby mama, a baby daddy. This could be your own mama. You may have to accept that somebody may not ever accept an open family situation. This could be a polygamy situation. You may be wanting to bring someone into the fold, and you may have to accept that somebody may not ever be a good candidate for that lifestyle. You know, y'all know how y'all be doing. Okay, y'all know how y'all be doing. Y'all brothers of the Bibles and sisters of the Bibles, y'all know, isn't men allowed to have more than one wife? You know, there's those type of conversations going on. You have somebody also has a secret here. Somebody may desire somebody. Somebody desires something, and maybe they already have 2 wives and they want to add a third. There's giving me very third, 3 baby mamas, 3 baby daddy. I'm sorry. There's something like that going on around here in these streets. 3 is a charm, you know. Maybe the baby mama not accepting the new person. The new person ain't accepting the baby mama. I don't know. What caused this situation? Okay. Oh, you little. This is what I be talking about. The Chariot with the King of Swords is someone has someone here also has platonic open relationships, but they want to settle down. The Chariot in reverse is saying that someone is like, I'm getting older. It's time for me to settle down. It's time for me to get serious. And so somebody wants to take on a relationship, an exclusive relationship. No more partying, no more friends, exclusive. But someone as well is a little bummed by the distance here. There's something about someone being too far to retrieve, and there being so many other tempting things to choose from. So you may be on the battlefield away from your little main thing. You feel me? And part of you is like, damn, I'm out here in this party. Am I going to these places? And it's looking real tempting around here. I'm tired of struggling, trying to get someone to believe that I want to be with them or I'm serious. And maybe since technically we aren't quite something yet, I need to just delve into my old bag. You know, that old bag where, you know, you go to a party, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Someone is contemplating, if you yourself is like, they're vexing me. Okay, they're vexing me because I feel like your future self is having this urgent message, and it's like one of your generated telepathic message that you're sending to someone because you're trying to get someone hot and bothered. You're trying to vex someone. There's somebody that you want. That person is hard to tame, and you're trying to suggest hypothesis repetitively to get that person to surrender, submit, or something. And I feel as if I think you met your match, pal, too. I do. And it's making you real blue. It could be giving you blue balls, blue pearls. It could be making you feel some type of way. Making you feel some type of way. And I feel like your future self is sending out a message, and I'm tapped into it. I'm picking it up. So the real question of the day is, are you allowed to change this? No. We have the world in reverse. So we're going to have a lisp, okay? The world is in reverse. You won't be able to change the dynamic between you and this person. You have a lot of major arcanas, and the world in reverse is saying every time you try to emotionally detach from this person and be cold, something is going to pull you right back. Every time you're trying to, something keeps pulling you back. All right. Now, it's not, maybe not that toxic. I don't know. Just different for everybody. But this is saying someone that's non committal, someone that is very wise, intelligent, very Aquarian, Gemini energy. I mean, Libra, but Libra gives more people pleasing. This is a strategic energy. So whoever this person, they're strategic. They strategize for their plan B to only be there as a fail safe or some type of guarantee that plan A works out in their favor. Okay? Because you are that spiritually tapped in, you just travel in your astral body, and your future self is helping you make sure that you win at every turn, even if it's a relationship. Y'all are that pal that has that gift to just like be in three places at the very same time. Yes, the Two of Wands. And so your past self, your future self has been going to your past your whole life, especially in regards to something that you want, you desire, or you love. You like to go back and change time to have it work out in your favor because you're intentional. Okay, what I told you, the Six of Wands. So how can you change it? The Sun. Huh. So pretty much you have to make sure that your first plan is successful. If you want a cycle to close with this person and a new one to begin, you have to make sure whatever plan that you put out, whatever idea, plan, intention you set out to the universe to put in motion, you are actively co-creating with the universe. And so your second plan is only created as a way to make sure your first plan comes out. You are a divine child. And so the moment that you say, I wish with all my might to fly with dragons in a land of hearts, I don't care if 6 months from now you change your mind, 6 years from now you change your mind. Because you set out that intention, it's going to happen. This is reminding me, I'm going to share an example with you. In 2018, yeah, I think it was like 2018, I went to Texas to visit my sister. And she lived in this apartment complex. And I remember being there. I was like, oh my God, I love this apartment. I kept saying, I would love to be here. I love this floor plan. I love the way it's set up. This is so nice. I spent the night. I walked the rooms. I lit up. Just being in the environment was life-changing. It was inspiring. And I drove home in a storm, mind you. Y'all ever try to, I don't know if you know this, but when you leave Texas and you go back and you're going back to the South, I think it's between New Orleans and Texas, there's like these long bridges that's surrounded by nothing but water. Okay? And the water had rose so high that the roads looked as if you were driving on water. Like you could not see the separation between the bridge, the water, and the roads. Like you could not see the lines in that bitch. I promise you. So I put the life vest on all the kids in the car, and I was like, I let them know. I was like, hey, listen, if you happen to fall out, all right, if you happen to fall out, y'all gonna be all right. Just don't take that vest off, okay? And I had my sister's kid with me, and it was me. Fast forward, okay, mind you, I was on the bridge going back to Georgia. And I don't know what it was, but I was there and I had got a new apartment. I had moved out on my own. And I was inspired from that experience. Okay. 2000, before 2022, I applied at every apartment complex and I got denied every time for 2 years straight. Denied, denied, denied. So I had no choice but to remain homeless, right? I didn't get approved until 2022. And the house that I got approved for was the apartment. The the apartment that I got approved for. This is tripping me out. Hold on. I got a flashback. I got approved for the apartment, the same apartment complex that my sister lived in, the same apartment complex that I walked through and I said that I was so in love with. But all the apartments that I was applying for was in Georgia. So, in some type of way, when I set that intention of where I wanted to be, what would make me happy, right? I projected that into the future and I signed that contract. And so until the contract of that desire is complete, just like me, until I see that part through, have that experience that I prayed for, that I asked for, nothing else will work. Nothing else did work. And so I'm telling you what I'm saying here is, when you make a plan and you think it and you put it out there and you emotionally connect yourself to that, at this point, as that divine child, the universe is now conspiring to make sure that you get what your heart desires. And that's because that's the way it works for you in your DNA. And that's what I feel like. Damn, that's what I feel like here. There's going to be a situation. You said, there's something your future self is saying. You said you wanted your person. Some of y'all, the moment that you said you wanted your person, you wanted your divine counterpart, take me, as I am. I don't have much to bring. My heart is torn to pieces. Here's my offering. Okay, the truth is that your person may not be as perfect as you want it to be. Right? It may not be what you even anticipated or expected to be. But the moment that you asked for your true love, your future spouse, you called this person into your life. And so you may be trying to close that door and say, next. Maybe not that one, I'm sure I got some more out there. I'm not dealing with this shit. What you need to understand is that your second plan, you walking away from one situation and trying to close the door on the other one, your second plan is only designed to assure that your first plan, you have set it up that way. It's a part of it. And so it's like, you could try to negotiate with spirit. You can try to manipulate it. You can try to change it yourself. But the way that you chose to operate, when it comes, that's the catch-22 right there. You can ask for whatever you want, but once you say it out loud, it's done. It has to happen at this point. You have to wait for the cycle to complete. You have to wait for the lesson to be learned. You have to wait. And truth be told, once you meet that counterpart and y'all align and you your touch or whatever, it's to that point where it's like till death do us part. And so now that wish is activated. And look what I had. Something said light the candles. So y'all may be two flames, okay? And it's like you could probably be saying, don't we have more than one twin flame, or don't we have another soulmate? I'll wait for the next one. I'll be patient for the next one. And all along, Spirit been trying to get you to see there ain't nobody else. This is what you agreed to prior to coming here, or something like that. Hold on. So, yes, Lord. So how you can change and shift the energy, you got to keep moving. This is the type of connections that require you to grow through the pressure, to grow like diamonds. And in order for two stars to be equal, y'all have to apply equal reciprocity, equal pressure, have equal rights, work on things. This is not the type of connection where y'all get to run from each other. You're meant to collide into each other. Y'all like kaleidoscopes. And then the more you get used to it, the more refined you become, and the happier you realize that you are. Congratulations. You get what you asked for. So you can't change it. You got to go with it. Let's see. What would be the biggest challenge? The biggest challenge is going to be that you guys can't ghost each other. There's something about this connection where you're so locked in, you're so invested to the point where even when you try to ghost each other, it never registers as being ghosted. It never registers as being abandoned. What it registers at is, oh, they'll be back. When they realize there ain't nothing else out there, they'll be back. And that's where you get the death do you part. That's where you get we are a forever thing. Is because things like hardship, things like absence, things like rejection, whatever this Five of Pentacles is, loneliness, abstinence, those things are never real for the both of you. You see what I'm saying? Those circumstances, you guys are never able to resent each other. You're never able to harbor against each other. And so it always feels as if they'll be back. We'll be back. I'll see them again. You know, this lifetime or the other, you're at a place in your life where you're no longer in trying to control each other. You're not trying to control each other. You have no more lessons to learn. And the hardest part about it is it's just too good to be true, right? That you actually get what you asked for. That's so backwards forward, but that's what your future self is saying. Who would have thought that you would actually get what you asked for? But I mean, you do that in every other area of life, so why would you think any less when it comes to this area, this aspect of your existence, partnership? You get everything else, everything you want in every other situation. So the Seven of Pentacles is saying, this is who you harvest with. This is who you grow with. This is who you plant seeds with. This is it. This is it. Seven of Pentacles. Okay. So here's where things get interesting. Okay, so this entire connection is going to make you feel disempowered. I know. Pile 2, this is the type of connection that's going to make you feel like you have no control. You have no initiative. It's going to make you feel powerless. There is something about someone makes you feel like you can't eat, you can't sleep, you can't focus on work, you can't concentrate, and you're going to feel like you want it to stop. But that what you're feeling is the spark. You're feeling each other, spark each other. And so when one feeling down, the other one's going to feel this burst of energy, creation, the spark of life. It ignites inside of you, even at a distance from each other. And so you both are at a phase on your journey where you're learning how to spark each other, re-energize each other. You're learning how to tap each other in such a way where neither one of you goes without. But it does require, it requires the acceptance, because nobody can really make you do this. And so here's where the lesson gets hard. When for those of y'all in this type of situation, you should already be feeling as if you don't like to be controlled by nobody. And so in these types of connections, it's loyalty. And so as much as you love each other, hate each other, or you're indifferent about any situation, you guys are, it's like you're incapable of denying each other, denying one another. When you call, they come. When they call, you come, whether you want to or not. And so I feel like this is the type of connection where you learn how to use both parts of your brain. You learn how to use your right brain and your left brain, and both of you guys become like symbiotic. Symbiotic? Is that what they call it? And in sync with each other. But it's a process, and that process requires you to embody one another. And it's so difficult to describe, but if you resonate with anything that your future self is saying, one of the hardest part is with the Ace of Wands. Kind of like trusting the process of the control being out of your hands. And that's why the Strength card is here, because both of y'all prefer to get it jumping. Both of y'all prefer to do things the way you want to do it. So when you guys, I don't think you guys have actually, your future self is coming in saying you haven't experienced an aspect of your relationship or this connection in itself yet. But when you do, when the Ace of Wands is upright, when you do with the Ace of Wands in reverse, it's gonna be trouble. Yeah, it feels like you're ready. You're ready to blow. Pile 2, your guards are down. You are ready to blow. You're ready to get something moving. Go drink water. You're ready to blow. That's all. And there's so much tension with the. Oh yeah. But that's what I have for you. Your future self is saying you can't outrun what you feel for somebody. Like, you're driving a stick shift, but whatever car you're driving, it has like an automatic. The control has been taken from you, and the car is driving on autopilot. Let's clear the energy for pile 2. Whew. Tesla. Yeah, I was thinking Tesla, but I was trying to get it out. Couldn't get it out. All right, so pile 3. For those of you that chose pile 3, the number 3, the color purple, and the rainbow emoji. The rainbow emoji. Let's channel. Huh. Pile 3, something feels very stress free. Okay? With the temperance energy. Like it's quiet. Quiet storm. Smooth operator. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good love. Mm-hmm. 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 Dun, 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 dun. Good love. I don't know the words. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I'm seeing somebody playing music in the kitchen, like dancing while they're washing dishes. Okay. All right. I've been seeing it. My nose is ooh. Good love. Somebody cleans. Somebody dances around the house while they clean and they blast music. And they listen to like all different types of genre, but one of the confirmations is you're gonna be listening to like oldies but goodies or something like something about oldies. Good. I gotta find that song. Yes. I feel like you're playing music and you're blasting music so you stay out your head, so you're not overthinking, and so you're not hearing someone else's or feeling someone else's energy. I am tapped into someone that is in their own world. They spend a lot of time alone, but they're never lonely. This is an energy that definitely talks to themselves. Definitely they respond. They hold twofold conversations. You know what I saw? They may play solitaire. Okay. Or if you got to play a 2-player game, you may play for you and the other person. Some of y'all may play online games. Some of y'all may play online games, and when it's a two player, you play for the both of you. Like you're really never lonely. You're so unbothered. Lord of mercy. So I'm like trying to. Can I get it? Like I'm ringing the bell. Excuse me. Is anybody home? Anyone taking any messages for pile 3? Is anybody here? And I'm like, hello, I'm here with a message. I'm here for a message. And you're twirling. Somebody's twirling around the kitchen. They haven't even realized that I'm trying to communicate with them. Or maybe you are aware, but you're ignoring. You're ignoring downloads. You're ignoring telepathy. So either you took some time off, or you are out of the office and you technically you off the clock. Something like that. And so your future self is pretty much saying, I'm aware. People be tapping in or telepathically trying to but you know how to tune people out. You know how to tune out yourself. Like there's aspects of your own consciousness that you're able to tune out. Like you're able to tune out voices in your own head, you know. Y'all, I'm telling you, I'm seeing it. And so you zone out. Like, nope, I won't be doing anything about that. Oh well. So, do you have a message? Does your future self, Pile 3, what message does your future self have for you? What urgent message? You're working. You are focusing on you. You're getting back to you. The Empress in reverse is confirming that you are focused on yourself, and you are also aware that you have released anyone that makes you feel off balance, anyone or anything, because the Pentacles is also saying any habits, any people, any places, or any things that makes you feel like it's interrupting your peace, that makes you feel heavy or dense. You know it's not your energy. The Eight of Pentacles is saying you work hard cultivating all that good energy, singing and dancing in the rain, for you to ever feel the projection of any type of thoughts, any type of emotional triggers that is trying to make you doubt yourself or make you wonder if you're losing out on a good thing or make you second guess yourself. You know that's not you. You know that's the projection of something else. And so you're keeping yourself busy and occupied to ignore whatever this cloud is coming from, because I feel like your future self is pretty much saying, you're not crazy. You know exactly where this energy is coming from, what the intentions are, and you're good on it. I feel like you are pretty much telling we're good. Let this person go figure out what makes them happy. Go let those things go. You're not out here saving nobody. You're not out here trying to convince anybody of their worth or your worth. And you're dropping people like bad habits. You're not accepting any apologies. If they're too immature, they miss out on a good thing. If they're not on your level, they miss out on a good thing. And so you are setting the bar really high, Pile 3. Okay. Whew. And just like that, I could breathe again. But my nose was itching and, like the drama. I feel like people are being nosy and you can tell. Like, people are being nosy and you are being psychically tapped into. And so you are giving them giving them something. Like, yeah, that there have been a lot of, some of y'all have kissed a lot of frogs. Others of you have had a lot of, and it's so interesting. Wow. Do y'all see the rainbow? Y'all, I know y'all picked the rainbow emoji. For all those that are spying, tapping in, monitor, whether they're good, bad, ugly, or indifferent, if it's an energy of any sort that makes you feel heavy, you're just giving them something to watch. It feels as if you have the radio playing and you're off doing something else. Out of sight, out of mind. Some of y'all have left the TV on for these motherfuckers, giving them a show to watch. Others of you have them watching a loop. Some of y'all are controlling the narrative of what you want people to know or not know. Wow. Savages. Y'all are different. Y'all are not the average Joe out here, okay? So you've created a portrait. You've created a portrait. They'll never unravel you. There's something about your picture framing is so good, especially telepathically. You convince yourself sometimes. Because your portraits don't crack. Your pictures don't crack. It don't crack. Your face card does not decline. So you know, anyone that ever has to come back around and they want to work on something, oh, you know that they dying on the inside. You know they dying on the inside. You know they can't sleep at night. And no matter how much they try to have a poker face, they'll never unravel you. They'll never be able to figure it out. They'll never be able to. That's what I see here. And so you know they spying. And so you giving them whatever you want them to watch. I think some of y'all, sometimes y'all watch movies. Y'all tend to let people be y'all muse as well. Like y'all will watch certain movies because you know that information. I don't know if you're doing it intentionally or subconsciously, but I think you're just tapping into the rainbow. I think you're just tapping into your own magic naturally, just by default. And so I feel like what happens is sometimes y'all will watch certain things because it's like your brain, your subconscious mind is receiving all of that information, and then you roll the tape and you give your spectators one video to watch. You give everybody their own story to play out. Like you be rolling out stories, narratives. Some of y'all be rewinding them and you keep them on like replay. And by the time they realize that they've been on your will, it's like too late. And that's how they end up missing the best part. Oh my God. You are powerful. You have the ability to like make people sleep. Like you put people to sleep. You can either wake them up or you can put them to sleep. Oh, snap. Something about your ability, it's regenerative. It's regenerative in both. It's like Lucy. So you know how Lucy could like rewind, like she showed you she could rewind and she could unwind, like rewind and she can fast forward. Yes, you like Lucy. You be like, roll the tape. Y'all are also awesome investigators. There is nothing that someone can't keep from you, can hide from you. It feels like you could just, like on the drop of a dime, August 2nd, 1942. You know, like you could just tell someone, I'll never forget it. It was nighttime. You said X, Y, and Z. And they'd be like, how do you remember that? And people may lie and say, I never said that. I never said that. Or I never did that. And you're actually retrieving information. You're like a recorder. Little do they know that your baby boy was born to rule and Yehuda, do you know? Something about y'all could be connected to is it Mary Magdalene? Who was is it Virgin Mary? Mary Magdalene? There's something about in the night receiving something without really immaculate conception. Something about that. Huh. Why is this such an urgent message for your past self? Manifest. Manifest. Your future self is saying you already know, you've already seen what you will be doing in the next, like how something is going to blow up for you, something's going to take off for you. You've already seen. It's all connected. You see here, the Eight of Pentacles. Do what you have to do. Do what you have to do, pile 3. Some of y'all are working extra hard and you're going the hard route to buy a home, to get new stability, to rearrange your life. You're trying to take the hard route because you feel as if it's wrong for you to be able, or at least your past self felt as if it was wrong. Your present self kind of feels as if it's wrong for you to utilize your gifts in a way that allows you to get somewhere quicker doing less work. So a lot of you guys are trying to fit in or blend in by working just as hard as everyone else so you can feel as if you earned it. You earned it fairly, justly, and you didn't have to manipulate to get it, right? But a part of your gift as well is, you're meant to use whatever you manifest is a part of a new wave. It's a part of a new path. So you're meant to teach. You're meant to I can't even talk. You are meant to be a trailblazer, utilizing a particular talent, skill, or natural gift that you do naturally without any help. You're supposed to teach other people how you did what you did, whether it's through books, whether it's through workmanship of some sort. But you're meant to open the door or be the leader or the inventor of a particular mastering the gifts that you possess. Okay, this person was like Dumbledore. You're meant to be like Dumbledore of some sort. And you can get with this or you can get with that. You can get with this or you can get with that. But in order for you to do that, in order for you to actually know that you possess just the right amount of integrity, ingenuity, and innovation, that you can perform your natural God-given born abilities without allowing it to consume you or without allowing it to change who you are, and how you guarantee that you haven't been changed or you're no sellout, right? Is what you master, you pass on before you pass over to the other side. Okay? So, the reason why you were given this God-given gift was for you to use it to the best of its advantage. Be the very best magician that you are. Be the very best person that you're meant to be. No matter what you're doing, because anything you touch is supposed to turn to gold. Just like magic, you manifest it. You blink your eyes. You claim it. It's yours. Okay? Anything the light touches. Now, the reason, like I said, you were given that gift or that ability, that talent, was for you to pave the way for those that comes after you. Okay? Everybody, let me show you. Look what I can do. That's what you're meant to do. And that's how you pay it forward. But a lot of y'all don't like attention. And a lot of y'all prefer to work alone, by yourself, because you don't work well in social groups. I can see that. You work better on your own, in your quiet time, by yourself. You don't need nobody touching stuff, rearranging nothing, putting things in places that you don't like it in. Whatever lifestyle you got, it works for you. It works for you. It's your creative space. It's how your brain works. Y'all are the Einsteins of humanity. Y'all are the inventors, the writers, y'all are the ones that they hire to evolve humanity, because y'all be inventing stuff out of y'all garage. You know? So your future self is saying the only thing that's waiting, right? For those of y'all that are saying, I hope I win the lottery. I wish it would be nice. Can I, God, just do this one favor for me? You're asking the wrong questions. The question should be, it's already done. The moment you thought it, you created a timeline where you already had it. So all you're doing is aligning to the branch of existence that you plugged in. You are a mathematician. Please plug in. And it's done. Your ears be ringing. You dialing in. You be dialing into a frequency. And then you ride the rainbow. Okay? You ride that timeline. 6 of Wands. Tell me how. How do you want it? However do you're not meant to work 16, $11 million hours a day. You meant to wake up one day and you go viral. You meant to wake up one day and you thought it was gonna take you 8 years, and you do in 8 years in one. You do what most people accomplish in 8 to 9, 10 years in 1 year. Do you see what I'm saying to you right now? And so you're going to meet a lot of opposition. The 8 of Pentacles. That's going to want to break your concentration and make you doubt yourself, or make you believe that it's through workmanship or some sort that you got to get access from people that y'all are my pile, where y'all have had jobs where your own managers may try to prevent you from getting access to the manager positions or promotions because you haven't been there as long as everyone else. But you do everyone's job as if you had 20 fingers, 20 hands, So who's really the master here? Who's really the ancient one? I think they need to put you back in your laboratory. Okay? You need to be back in your laboratory. They have a math magician doing a regular schmegular job, and then they're out doing their own job, and they're over there like, nah, you're not supposed to be doing this job as well. You're not supposed to be doing this job as good. Told you, the guru. You're a master. So when you sit down and you meditate, you skip levels, and then so people look at you like, no, it should be levels to this. No, you shouldn't be allowed to do that. You got to earn it this way and this way. You have people that be trying to stop you, and you be like, hey, listen. All right, I incarnated during this time to help y'all people out, but don't get it twisted. I didn't come here looking for salvation. I ain't come here looking for a master teacher. I am the master teacher. You don't recognize me. You don't know who I am. And so y'all meet a lot of opposition in this realm. All this major energy, and then y'all have to have angels come down and be like, hey, let's all sit down and talk about this. Nobody has to be exterminated. Nobody has to be, reduced to the lowest common denominator. Nobody has to. We don't have to go that route. We can do this like gentlemen. and so you have angels that come in and they're like, all right, who are you again? And you be having these angels be, I'm telling you, these beings be stepping in. Like, I know y'all don't know much about how this work, but this is the master key. This person has the key to all the galaxies. And they be like, I don't know, prove it. Prove to me. And they try to get you to prove in order for them to believe you. See, that's where they mess up. That's where they mess up, because once you need these masters to teach you something, you immediately put yourself in a position where Mr. Miyagi got to teach you a lesson. Got to teach you a lesson, because you just couldn't trust. This is the type of connections people you run into, and it makes believers out of people, right? Where you're like, I don't know how that person walked out of that burning building, but I was there to witness. I witnessed. Y'all. This is the power where people will say that they saw halos over you, or they saw angels around you, or they saw your aura was trippy. Y'all have brought people to that point of reckoning when it comes to infringing on your free will. I mean, y'all so free spirits. And I feel like the guru, the Six of Wands, is pretty much saying that you are supposed to be a successful trailblazer. And when you meet people that want to take you off that path, there's a price to pay. There's a price to pay. And so, clarify this. Okay, so, wow. This Empress in reverse, steady coming back. Okay, so what this is telling me is, it's giving me like higher self and lower self. Because this, I'm even shuffling the cards different. Yes. It's giving me like kidnap. Okay, held hostage. So the divine feminine being held hostage is like the brainwashing, playing the game to hold the subconscious realm hostage. So it doesn't know its own self, oneself, or know that it is currently even being utilized. So the subconscious realm has been reversed. And so pile 3, y'all are the bridge between the spark, the bridge that pretty much was sent into the matrix or incarnated into the matrix to undo 8, 9, 10, to undo, with judgment. Y'all are like Mission Impossible. Like y'all are put into the matrix to kind of be like a surrogate, okay? But your consciousness is not of this earth. And so you take on these physical bodies, but you're going in trying to release a hostage that's surrounded. But here's the problem with the hostage that y'all are trying to free. The hostage that y'all are trying to free has pretty much learned or has been turned into like a weapon of mass destruction. The subconscious realm has been like turned into like a weapon of mass destruction where it's protecting the very thing that's oppressing it. It's almost like going in there trying to set someone free, and then the person you're trying to set free turns on you and starts to defend the very program that you're trying to release it from. What? So now it's trying to fight you because it doesn't remember who you are or something like that. Or it doesn't know who you are because it's under some type of brainwash. Well, the Empress energy, is the subconscious realm, is under some type of brainwash. And like a cash cow. Production. So the Empress, the subconscious mind is producing mass like clones, like production. It's overworked. So she's glitching. Okay. Listen, these angels coming in for pile 3. Y'all be tapped in. 'Cause I feel like y'all are like real live avatars. Yeah. She's asleep. You have a sleeping dragon here. And that's why I kept hearing to fly with dragons in the land of hearts. Okay, it's all coming together. Messages. All right. So you've come in to rescue a hostage, but this hostage has been trained to be an assassin, which means if whatever program, this is the puppet master, whatever program it has the hostage under, the hostage is going to, if that program is reptilic in nature, vampiric in nature, whatever program it has, it's going to be like a robot. It's going to be like the hostage is going to pretty much be the puppet of the puppeteer. That's what I see here. Okay. And you are aware of it. And so is the third party. The program is aware that you're aware that it's aware. And so all of y'all are just aware ass motherfuckers. Y'all are all just aware. So y'all are having like a Texas standoff where everyone is holding their position, but nobody has drawn their weapon yet. And everybody's just playing mannequin. Y'all may be seeing a lot of like shorts or like, yeah, shorts popping up on your algorithm that may be showing you like mannequin challenge, confirmation, or you may see like cats looking like they're doing some strange shit like a mannequin. I don't know. Something symbolic. And so this angel has descended and has frozen time. And so everybody is holding their position. And this angel is reviewing the footage. What in the Minority Report is really going on right now? That's what I see here. I feel like who is this angel like reviewing the footage? Ooh. Intel. Huh. Clarify that for me. Oh, snappity. You know. The moon. So y'all know hall monitors. Okay, where am I going with this? Hall monitors. These are those that come, these are the guides, okay? They have no real side. So angels, what they're pretty much saying to me, angels, guides, whatever you want to call them, supernatural beings, intergalactic beings, they really don't necessarily pick favorites, but they are for balance. Okay? Their objective is bigger than our micro issues. They are kind of, they're not overseers because they do come and, like I said, freeze certain situations, review the footage, and see who's the protagonist, who's the cause and effects, who did what, who threw hands first, who's right, who's, there's your side, their side, and then there's the truth. So this is just one of those days where you do what you don't want to do, which is hold someone accountable. But with the moon sitting here, this is pretty much telling me that, whoever was sent to close this chapter, or to create this rite of passage, or the world is completion, but it's also a new beginning, because we go back to the full. So whoever was here to pretty much hit the reset button. So you guys bring things back to state of homeostasis, or y'all bring things back to a state of neutral. And so you're the moon. And so hall monitors, that's what they're pretty much, that's the purpose that they're serving right now. And they serve other purposes, but they serve as hall monitors. And so they come in to make sure that if there's someone else like coming through the back door, or trying to jump dreams, astral project, they're trying to manipulate a manipulator. If they're trying to do something, then there's a flag on the play until the verdict comes back. The messenger has to give the verdict. Was it just or was it unjust? Was it a proper call? Is it a foul? So this is definitely the Five of Swords. There's a mind game that's currently playing out. And someone someone here, King of Swords, tried to outwit a witster. That's what they tried to do. Seven of Cups. Some of y'all, they try to hypnotize you. Others of you, they tried to hold something up to give them time to catch up to you. They tried to do something tricky. With the Eight of Wands in reverse. Someone was trying to slow down your development so you guys can remain in alignment with each other. Someone was trying to slow you down so they can catch up to you, because someone realized that they weren't quite on your level. Like, you were way above them. They were still on another dimension. And you're growing rapidly. So let's ask the question, why don't we? The one that we all came here waiting for. From your future self. Can this urgent message, whatever is happening here, can it be changed? Are you allowed to even change it? Yes or no? Whew. Yes. I like to see the Five of Cups in reverse. Yes. This is definitely something you can get over. Whatever has happened in the footage, it is the reason why we're here today in this subconscious realm of Pile 3 is, baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. I was wrong. You always right. You're right. There's something about with the Five of Cups in reverse. The reason as why we're even having to review the footage is because someone was afraid of losing you. The intention is not malicious. I mean, when you say it like that, it sounds malicious, but when you're dealing with someone that's accustomed to making sure that they're successful at certain things, when you're dealing with someone just like you, it's designed this way to see things into fruition, to make sure that your first plan, so it's pretty much like, let's say you had a plan and your first plan was that you wanted to be a successful entrepreneur, right? And then you meet someone and a part of life with them looks like you don't have to work hard anymore. A path of least resistance was manifested. However, because you have that initial plan, which is you want to work hard and be respected and have notoriety and receive recognition for your hard work, then what happens? Your counterpart's going to have your back. I'm going to see to it that your first plan is the only plan that works out. And then we'll go back to the drawing board after you get what you desire. And so that's what I see here. It's like, it's not that somebody wants to rebel or not be tamed. It's that the first plan is still in motion. And so at this point, you guys are learning that everything is kung fu. Everything is already programmed with the information. So when you put on a jacket and you take off a jacket, just as something as simple as that is already designed to teach you how to defend yourself, right? The first plan of teaching you how to put on a jacket and take it off, that one responsible lesson is the imprint that your subconscious needs in order to make sure that you'll always know how to defend yourself in situations. You'll always know how to bounce back, maintain something. And it's because the first lesson was always the best lesson. And now you do everything else easily. You get what I'm saying, Pal 3? You feel me? There's something about repetition, vibration. It's already happening. We overcomplicate it. We overthink it. It's so simple as 1, 2, 3. Do, re, mi. Do, re, mi is sound. Okay? It's frequency. 1, 2, 3 is another frequency. It's easy. Man, they've been telling us all along. Okay. How can they get this back on the right track so we can press play again? Because, y'all interrupting the movie, constantly pausing stuff and putting things in no contact. And wait, pause. Come on now. Perfection. The 3 of Pentacles is saying if you want to change it and you want to speed it up, there has to be some type of sacrifice. You're going to have to sacrifice needing the recognition or the validation from something. You're going to have to sacrifice a job for some of you. You're going to have to give up on your first wish or something like that. You're going to have to walk away from something else if you want to change it. So the 5 of Cups in reverse is saying that you can get over something. It's no loss. Because whatever you feel like you lost, you can get it right back. So even if you feel like you lost time, people, places, support, you can always get it right back. Like if you stop, let's say you stop right now and you took 8 months off from maternity leave or something like that. You could always get another job, but what you can't get back is time. The time that you invest in yourself, the time that you're able to do what you want to do for you. So it's important to prioritize what's worth not killing yourself for. That's just a saying. What's worth doing right now. Like even in the next 8 months from now, people still gonna be talking shit. People still gonna be doing the same thing. So even if you feel like you had to wait until the right time, there's never a right time to do what feels naturally right to you. So right now. So let's see what the outcome will be. There we go. There we go. There we go right there. The Emperor. You know what's going to be the hard part? Forefathers. For some of y'all, it's a physical father. For others of you, it's the patriarchal system. Go get it. Go chase it. Pride. Ego. Aries. The things that get you to behave like a child. And sometimes the most responsible adults become very arrogant. Okay, they become very arrogant. Like, oh, high value this or high value that. And then there's this desire to become respected and earn that in a system that's designed to never acknowledge you as the person that had it all together. It's a pyramid. It's a scheme. So the hardest part, pile 3, is going to be the chase. It's going to be notoriety. It's going to be the achievements. It's going to be the acknowledgement, the respect, the traditions, the system, the foundation. And so, in a lot of ways, the more you try to avoid, like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's the energy that I'm seeing here. As long as you're willing to play into what you feel to be tolerable, whatever status it's in, whatever state that it's in, it's because you wanted to participate in the game. You wanted to play. You weren't in a position to. It's like, if it's not at a loss to you, why change it? Just not care about it. You know how they say, if you don't like the rules, you don't have to like the rules. If it's not personally affecting you, just care less about it, and it doesn't bother you. Out of sight, out of mind. Until the issue comes knocking at your door. Until the issue comes knocking at your door, and then it's worth